Hey. Oh, hi. It's a Monday. But we're gonna do this. We are gonna do this. And I had a thought. All right. And Golden Wise said that stunts were also useful on this guy. Before I go full on restarting this, I am gonna teleport, not you, Bertram, up there because he's got a stun.
My next order, if you would.
But that also means that I have to break out the unicorn ash.
Give me your orders. I'm ready.
Yeah, he's got Bear Crush and Gravity. Ineffective versus garrisoned and flying enemies. Shit. That's not gonna work, is it? Because he's garrisoned. Wonder if gravity would help at all, though. What does Gilbert have? Not a whole lot. Where's my... Lapis. Okay.
Give me your orders.
Items. Convergence Stone. Convergence Crystal. Let's do that. Come on. Just get to the people already.
Do you need something?
We'll use that.
Who's my target?
We'll use another one of those.
I'm ready.
You can get a ban.
Who's my target? Do you need something? I swear I'll repay this debt. Who's my target? I'm ready.
I'm ready. For the pride of Bestrels everywhere. I'm off then.
I'll make my mark.
Allow me.
Give me your orders. I'm ready. The odds are slim.
Shall I assist you?
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you. I shall rain arrows upon them. I fear I can move no farther.
I'm not sure about this.
My aid is yours.
Shall I assist you?
They have the advantage.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
I stand with you. I hope Scarlet sees this.
Still didn't work.
Your orders? Very well. rise to any challenge. Your orders?
Whatever I can.
Have you need of my skill? A fool's gambit. Shall I assist you?
My aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
I shall rain arrows.
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you. Not enough. He heals easily for 100 every single time. Oh.
Give me your orders.
How might I serve? What is our strategy? How might I serve? I shall.
I'll not fail you.
See if this does anything to him at all. Two.
Awaiting your command.
Pass down your mandate. Departing at once. I've little hope left.
My aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
A grim prophecy drawn.
I'm not sure I can win this.
Shall I assist you?
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you.
My aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
Still not enough damage.
shall never bend.
The odds are slim.
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you.
Even should it cost me my life.
My aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
I'm not.
I've little hope
A
left.
grim.
The odds are slim.
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you.
My aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
I shall rain arrows upon them. Shall I assist you? Even should it cost me my life.
It doesn't seem.
My spirit.
Must we submit to senseless bloodshed?
You'd best make this count.
I stand with you.
Let me help.
I shall rain arrows upon them. Shall I assist you?
Let me help.
I shall rain arrows upon them. Shall I assist you?
You'd best make this count.
My aid is yours.
Let me help.
I've need of rest.
Time is with us. Should we only keep our focus?
The odds are slim.
I've little hope
A
left.
grim prophecy draws ever nearer.
I'm not sure.
Even should it cost me my life.
My spirit shall never bend.
It doesn't
I
seem.
fear I'm no match.
You'd best make this count.
I stand with you.
I'm here too. I'll support you. Let me help.
Through undying effort comes true refinement.
A chance to rest, if I may.
Stay back. I'm here too. I'll support you. What do you need?
I don't really want to restart this. So I'm really trying to not have to restart.
my honor as Tyrannos.
Have you need of my skill?
I rise to any challenge. Allow me. I rise to any challenge. Allow me. Your orders?
She does have flame javelin on.
I'll make my mark.
Allow me. I suggest you reconsider.
I'm here too. You'd best make this count.
My aid is yours.
I keep hoping the dragon dive will do more to her than it is.
I never miss my target. Let me help. You'd best make this count.
I stand with you.
Let me help.
My aid is yours. Dearest Faye, hear my...
I've little hope left.
I'll pierce you clean through. You'd best make this count.
My aid is yours. I stand with you. A grim prophecy draws ever...
Even should it cost me my life.
They're too strong. I can do it. I'm sure I can. And yet I'll support you. I'm here too.
My aid is yours.
I'll support you.
I stand with you.
I'm here too.
I like how they consider that a win.
My strength fades. How might I serve? My spirit shall never bend.
They have the advantage.
Let me help.
My aid is yours. What is our strategy?
Pass down your mandate. As you've ordained. My wings shall take thee.
Let devotion shine through. As swift as possible.
What do you need?
I'll not fail you.
I'll handle this.
Almost need to do this. Let's see how that works.
What would you have me do?
Damn it.
I'm on my way. Dearest Faye,
I've little hope left.
Stay back. I'll support you.
I stand with you. My aid is yours. On my honor as Tyrannos.
I'll make my mark.
I never miss my target.
You'd best make this count.
I stand with you.
Let me help.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The odds are slim.
Even should it cost me my life.
I may disappoint yet again. I'm here too.
I stand with you.
I'll support you.
A chance to rest, if I may.
What do you need?
I hope I can help. What would you have me do? I'll handle this.
I
Use
got
the
it
saddles.
for me.
I'll pierce you clean through. You'd best make this count.
I'm trying really hard not to restart this battle. And I know I should just go and suck it up and restart it.
Pass down your mandate.
How might I aid you? I understand.
Who's my target? I can do it. I'm sure I can. And yet...
Um,
I'm not sure about this.
I fear I'm no match.
I'm here too. Let me help. You'd best make this count. I'll support you.
hey, Divine Panda, how are you?
My griffin's nervous.
I may disappoint yet again. I'm here too.
I can only give it to him.
It doesn't seem...
Even should it cost me my life.
I'm barely holding on.
I'll support you. Let me help.
Well,
I can't move.
alright, well,
I'm listening.
problem is I only got so many people that actually work against this bro.
What do you need?
How does he damage you so much though?
I'm listening.
Have you need of my skill?
I need. Who has the.
I'm ready.
There's a defensive
Awaiting
one.
your command.
Who has that?
Whatever I can.
Stamina loss, that's not what I'm looking for.
How might I serve?
This one, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. First we need this.
What is our strategy?
And then we need this.
A
Victory
shrewd
will be
decision.
ours.
I'll make my mark.
Oh god, it still like completely decimates him.
For the Knights of the Sacred Heart.
Interesting. That could be good.
Do you need something?
I can't stack that, can I? What
At
do you
your
have?
service.
Or first strikes. That's also increase and negates stamina.
I quite enjoy this.
Power. I stand ready. At your service. I stand ready. Nowhere is too far.
I am yours to command. For the Knights of the Sacred Heart.
Damn. He's like just out of range.
Understood.
What do you need?
It's not worth sacrificing him though.
Who's my target? I'll make my mark. I can do it. I'm sure I can.
My griffin's nervous. A grim proud.
I may disappoint yet again. I'm here too.
My aid is yours.
How does that? How does 67 damage still kill him off?
I stand with you.
I'll support you.
I'm trying, Gru. But I don't understand how 67 he gets first strike, but do I have anything that would go against first strike? Or allow my guys to have first strike? How cool his darkness is. His darkness.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm here too. You'd best make this count.
My aid is yours. I stand with you.
This is gonna suck.
I'm listening.
I thought one of these did say something about first attack.
For the pride of Vestrals everywhere.
I would use this, but it doesn't work if they're garrisoned, which sucks. Because that was like one of my whole plans of moving Bertrand up here, was to use this. Actually, what do you have?
As you command.
Nothing. Nothing that I don't already have. With one of these peoples.
At your service.
There. That one.
I stand ready.
Oh god, and he, of course he's not in range of her. Alright.
I'm ready.
You stop.
I'll make my mark.
You stop.
At your service. At once. I stand ready.
I have
At your
arrived.
service. I stand ready.
Time is
To
done.
me.
Alright.
What do you need?
It still totally decimates him. Morning coffee.
Who's my target? Heading there now. I'll make my mark.
Hey, Guff. I mean, I'm not that early.
My wings shall take me.
I'll not fail you.
I rise to any challenge.
If I sacrifice
What do you
his
need?
groups, I can do 200 damage. No, no worries, Guff. I hate the idea of sacrificing a group.
I'm listening. Of course.
Is fire not currently on him?
What do you need?
Congrats, Guff.
I'm listening.
I can't tell if he has the fire on him right now or not.
A chance to earn some praise. I'll support you.
I shall rain arrows upon
My
them.
aid is yours.
Try me.
Shall I assist you?
Let me help.
I stand with you. I can't fail my sacred mission.
As you requested.
Stay back. I'm here too.
I shall rain arrows upon them. Shall I assist you?
I'll support you.
My aid is yours.
Well, then you better keep it up, Guff.
I'm here too.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
I'll make my mark.
Done.
I'll pierce you clean through.
Shall I assist you?
You'd best make this count.
I stand with you.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
Let me help.
Shall I
Doesn't
assist
help
you?
to-
My spirit shall never bend.
I'll not kneel.
I merely hope I can survive this battle.
I'll support you.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
You'd best make this count. I may disappoint yet again.
My aid is yours.
Shall I assist you?
I'm here too.
It's so close every time. Ugh.
I'll support you.
I shall rain arrows upon them. Shall I assist you?
I'm here too.
I can do 178 if I also like severely damage myself.
Not even surprised. For the safety of our people.
My strength fades. I hope I can help.
What do you need? I'm not sure I can win this.
I stand with you.
Let me help.
Shall I assist you? I shall rain arrows upon them.
My aid is yours. I stand
Didn't even
with you.
heal me for anything.
You'd best make this count.
Shall I assist you?
My aid is yours. Tis the fruit of my labor.
back.
I stand with you.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
Let devotion shine through. An astute strategy.
On my honor as Tyrannos.
Do you need something?
I'm ready.
Our victory is all but assured.
I am yours to command.
Nowhere is too far.
Let us
Time
advance.
is nigh. I'm ready.
Awaiting your command.
What is our strategy? On my honor as Tyrannos.
Do you need something?
Right. I'll make my mark. What do you need? Yes, I concur. I'm ready.
Very true. Better late than
I'll
never.
make my mark. What do you need?
They're too strong.
Shall I assist you?
Let me help.
My aid is yours.
I wish I could fight him immediately again without him healing.
Keep getting sharper. I can do it. I'm sure I can.
I stand with you.
I shall rain arrows upon them. cast down your mandate.
What would you have me do? At your service.
Whatever I can.
This could be better. Who's my target? I must distinguish myself. I'm not ready to die.
Yeah, how are you so bad? I used a camp set, didn't I?
I may disappoint yet again.
My aid is yours.
Shall I assist you?
I'll support you. I'm not sure I can win this.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
I stand with you.
Allow me to aid you.
I'm feeling a bit faint.
Allow me.
Should use that.
Our next move is equally vital.
They're too strong.
Dearest Faye,
I shall never.
I'm not sure I can win this.
Shall I assist you?
my aid is yours.
For Bastorius!
I've yet a long way to climb.
Your orders? How might I aid you?
I'm listening.
Their tyranny ends here.
Oh. I think I might have to just bite the bullet and restart.
I stand ready.
My wings shall take me.
No, I mean, I've used most of them.
I'll make my mark.
It looks like his fire's died off, so we can bring his fire back.
I'm listening.
I can get him down to like 100 something, but then he cures himself for 100.
What do you need?
Thought Bertrand was gonna help, but he really doesn't.
Have you need of my skill?
'Cause Bertrand has a stun, but it doesn't work on garrisoned units.
I'm ready.
I'll handle this.
And
No
if I
order is too
send
far.
anyone against him that does less than 100 damage, he's just gonna get filled
the
up to
Knights of
full
the
strength
Sacred Heart.
again. Yep, or more. So like if I send some of these people that I can't even like chip away at his
I'll
health.
not fail you.
Like if I send Yosef, he does 18 damage and then the dude heals for 100 plus. So it's
Awaiting your
basically
command.
useless. I don't know. That's a very good question, Coffee. That is a very good question.
Whatever I can.
I mean, I could do that.
How might I aid you?
Yes, immense power.
I'm listening. I'd appreciate some assistance. This could be better. I'd appreciate some assistance. I appreciate it. I'm ready. Do you need something? Who's my target? Do you need something?
It does 6.
What do you need?
My wings shall take me.
How might I serve?
tyranny ends here.
Who's my target?
Shit, and he just healed for another 100. Oh, because I didn't end their wait time.
Do you need something?
Are you winning, son?
Nope!
I'll make
I
my
got him
mark.
down to 100 something. It's the closest I've gotten.
Stay back.
I stand with you.
I shall rain arrows upon them.
I'm here too. I'm not ready to die.
Don't think I can. Like, I think I have to restart, and I'm really I've used everything. Also, my dog just farted and smells really, really bad. Like, I may have to leave the room bad.
I'm not ready to die.
And yes, I really needed to share that. Sharing my suffering, damn it. Where's Chloe?
I rise to any challenge.
Like, look, I started out with 29 of these, and I'm down to 4. The Chandler, the white one.
Your orders? I rise to any challenge.
I think
Needed that.
I must distinguish myself.
Like, Ach's unit and Ralph's unit are the only ones that can do, like, a consistent 100 damage to him.
Try me.
Shall I assist you?
You'd best make this count.
My aid is yours.
Careful, you may get burnt.
Oh my god.
I stand with you.
I shall rain arrows upon
I'll support you.
Should I let it play out? I'm gonna let it play out. You better not have lied to me, game. game lied to me. I'm gonna rage quit.
Not bad.
Don't let it happen again.
Together now!
Don't jinx me, Grую!
Not finished yet.
All for naught. Cower in fear.
No!
Raging storm.
What the fuck?
Better heal up.
Twisted sucker.
Purging the ill humors. How tiresome.
Now she heals!
I hope you saw that.
That's when you fucking heal! God damn it, woman! Fuck me.
All to protect my home.
Could you perhaps praise me a bit?
You get all the praise, H, okay? Gotcha, H, however you frickin' say your name. You get all the praise,
Have I
buddy.
proven myself yet?
Jesus frickin' Christ.
Galerius, Emperor of Zenoira.
I used... You know the games, when you play games, especially RPGs, and you're like, I'm gonna save this item. I may need it in the final battle. I may need it in the final battle. I used up every single one of those items. Jesus Christ.
Your ambitions are laid bare, and your empire in ruin.
Oh, that's... okay.
If you hope to speak, you'll find me no willing participant. I have no words for you. End this. Now.
We gonna emancipate him? Recruit him to your army. Everybody knows if you strike the villain down, they just come back stronger. Alright? Bro was strong enough as it stood.
Galerius, you saw in Fevrith's innocent people mere vessels to house your own fallen empire. But as long as I live and breathe, you'll never inflict such callous devastation on our world.
How do you know of that?
Piteous ghost of an age long past, I shall grant your soul the freedom it desires.
You will not.
How is he still fighting?
That's what I'm saying, Scarlet.
My brethren were robbed of their corporeal flesh, left to wander in the void of nothingness for 800 years. Their pain is my strength, and my body, their fury given form. While the souls of Zenoira remain trapped in the beyond, their emperor shall never know defeat.
Well, then we'll release them from the beyond.
Baltro!
How goes the rite?
Flawlessly. We lack but a single soul to complete the spell.
Then these insects shall be more than enough. Grant me your strength, and and we'll stamp them out together.
We'll never lose to the likes of you.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh shit.
Apologies if I wasn't clear, Your Majesty. The last soul the sigil seeks is none other than yours.
Traitorous fool. Finally gone senile.
Is that
Mom!
you, Mother? Your Majesty. But how? Mother!
Holy shit.
Thank the
Plot
Father.
twist.
She's okay.
Speak to me, please.
You fought valiantly, Eladia. But this battle has reached its conclusion.
You're wrong. And I shall have your head for thinking otherwise.
Oh, Mom fucking won.
Hubris was the end of you, Valmor.
And then
What sorcery is this?
Do you see now the futility of your struggle? By cutting me down, you have doomed yourself to a life reborn as my new vessel.
Madness. How does Valmor yet live?
Mom's a freaking badass.
The man was a simple human, undeserving of the glorious soul of an emperor.
Name yourself at once.
I am Baltro, sorcerer of the great and storied Zenoran Empire. The very empire whose armor was passed through Valmor's family for generations on end. And it was I who bound our emperor's soul to that armor.
I can't.
Wait, do we now have to battle Baltaro?
It's true. The
Is this not the final
Cornelian
battle?
family bears the blood of the maiden. No matter. Your feeble flesh shall now play host to Galerius, ruler of all creation.
Shit, we have.
I never imagined he possessed such frightful mastery over the bodies of others.
Elaine, I can't say how much time has passed since that day. But you've grown so much. If only I could have been there to witness it. It seems I owe Joseph a great deal for raising you in my absence.
The sigil is complete, and the gate to the beyond stands open in
Travis,
truth.
just pop up behind him and slit his throat.
Rise, prisoners of the unicorn's curse, spectral phantoms from an ancient time. You shall be the first to perish by my newfound strength.
Mom was OP. Do we get Mom to fight Baltaro
We're
with?
safe. And you, Your Highness? We end this long-drawn war, here and now.
He's significantly easier than Galeris. Great.
But if anyone can do it, it's you, the savior of Fevrith.
Come home, both of you.
In true RPG fashion, one more fight.
Don't you understand, boy? Your end has already been written. I'll not hear another word of Voltaire's madness. Come, the final battle is upon us.
I'll take wing. What would you have me do?
Can I just, like, book it straight to him? And say F this shit, because I'm spicy this morning. Yes? That's what we're frickin' doing then.
Nowhere is too far.
She can be the distraction
At your
for these
service,
other guys.
sir.
It's tactical genius. Hey, look. I gotta hit the point of genius at some point in this damn game. Also, dude bro on the horse in this unit, what's his name? Ronaldo or something? Renelin. He was totally dead in the background of Ileana's defeat of Galerius there. No wonder why he looks like death incarnate and has a white streak in his hair. Only Alan and his wife can deal any damage to him. Why do I always forget what unit I put her in? No, she's in this unit. She's also currently dead, but, you know, we can take care of that.
The Cornian militia fights off. There has to be a way. I swear I'll repay this debt.
My moment has finally come. What do you need?
Does this damage him at all? It'll damage the people around him, so it's fine.
Who's my target? Understood.
I hope I can help. To the skies. No mercy. Victory is ours. I stand ready. At once. I'm barely holding on.
Oh, God, I really don't have anything left.
This might be a struggle.
Oh, I should have done this first. Shit. That's okay.
I'm ready.
I feel wonderful.
I'll make my mark.
Needs must. For the pride of Vestrals everywhere. Understood.
I never miss my target.
Damn straight you don't.
Nobody's getting hurt under my watch.
Try me. I can't move another muscle.
Yes, you can.
Who's my target?
We still got smoked nuts, hot buns, and grilled steak.
Do you need something? Heading there now.
Face me and be cut down.
I'm listening.
Now.
My life is the least I can offer you. Your orders, Savior.
Man, they couldn't even give me back, like, the stamina.
I walk the path of atonement. It shall be done.
I'm here.
A chance to earn some praise. I never doubted myself. I'll pierce you clean through. May the heavens bless you.
It's okay, Bertrand's got this.
Battle it is. Sleep well. Give me your orders. At once.
This could be better. I appreciate it. I have arrived.
No mercy.
Fran don't need no healing assistance.
Dead and buried.
Ambrose makes some of the best damn faces around.
They have the advantage.
Ooh.
I am yours. May the heavens bless you.
I won't lose.
I am yours. I'm here too.
We might as well do this. Jesus. Oh, I should let at least one of these battles play out, huh? Dude, Rolf has Rolf has been one of the most useful characters since we got him.
Your end draws near, Cornian whelp. these fatuous endeavors and return to nothingness unending.
Many times you've tried, Baltro, but you shall never break our spirit. I promise you that.
You benched him, really? Oh. I have made use of his valor skill for crap, what's it called? The arrow ring. I've made use of that so much.
To be vanquished by the might of Fevrit.
I have used him as an assist for
A gift.
so many fights.
Unicorn, grant me strength.
Och is really useful too, but like the problem with his assist is it also does damage to you.
Slow and painful.
Not resist!
I'll carve through your defenses.
Vermin.
Agony away!
I don't like when people call my pets vermin very much.
Your strength failed.
No.
I can't give up.
Unicorn, grant me
What the
strength.
hell was that? Of course, Galeris is the last one standing.
Good, Griffin.
You're too strong.
A fearsome battle, I expect.
They have the advance forsaken by
What?
the Heavenly Father himself. I'm not sure I can witness.
What's going on?
It seems there is no eluding fate.
I'll support you.
I have need of a rest.
Yeah, hold on a sec.
My wings shall not break so easily.
I only have one of these left.
Who's my target? I'm ready.
What would you have me do? Nowhere is too far. Sir.
I'll make my mark.
For the pride of Vestrals everywhere.
Oh shit, I
Has
didn't.
to be done.
I'm here too.
Okay, that's fine. That'll give us more valor points.
I'm stronger than ever before.
Everything in service of my people.
All for the sake of my heal.
A little closer to my former strength.
I hope I can help.
I need to do more than that though. Like, I need to.
I'll not let my penance go unfinished. My divine protection mustn't fail. Who's my target?
I need to bring the other people back to life. I just don't not sure how I want to do it. I do have revival ores I guess I could use.
I hope I can help.
I think I want to use this, but I need another valor point.
You're nothing.
I'm gonna be really salty if like
As expected.
I made it all the way through that Galeris fight and now I can't defeat.
I stand ready.
I have one corn ash
What'd
left.
you have me do?
Bold of you to stand against me. This is nothing. On my honor as a knight.
That should have gotten us one. Alright.
I'll handle this.
I'll take my utmost thanks.
What would you have me do? Understood.
The depths of the beyond know no limits. Will not rest until soldiers tear you limb from a cursed limb.
This should be quick.
I'll support you. I'm here too.
Almost gets them, but No, what? Really? But it let me change other stuff. That's interesting. Oh, you think if I put Sandstorm at the top? I'm not sure that really helped. What else do we have? Venom Thrust there. Astral Blade, Spinning Edge. What she got? Fatal Dive. One's for assisted attacks. He doesn't actually have any assisted attacks. I did put Sandstorm at the top. Unless it didn't, yeah. Sandstorm's at the first one. Oh, but it says, hold on. There. Is that what you're saying? Oh shit, we're in the middle of ads. It does more damage. I think that damage went up. Why is this condition set to question mark?
I'll support you.
I'm waiting until ads is over. In case you're wondering why I'm just sitting here. Okay.
I'm here too.
We'll do this.
No mercy.
To better serve Ten.
Higher still. My bow is feeling lighter than ever. My griffin needs a rest. You'll never win.
Alright. There it is.
Will not fail.
I'll not be disturbed.
Galaris being the final one just seems like so appropriate.
Do not resist.
Nice.
That's how it's done.
Another step forth.
I need to stand still, just for a moment.
Thank you for the extra carnelian pendant at the end.
Whilst I still feast on the souls of Zenoira, my might is eternal.
Do you not seek their resurrection?
A witless idea, born of the fool Galerius. He served his purpose well enough in prizing open the gate to the beyond. And now, he shall be consumed like all the rest. What's more, there would be little benefit in reviving mere humans.
Do the souls of your brethren mean nothing to you?
That's fuel for my magic. Most certain. What primitive evil should I reanimate next, I wonder? A monster capable of crushing Fevris beneath its heel, perhaps?
You're the monster.
Spirits of Zenoira, hear my call. Your emperor is no more, and in his place, a tyrannical fiend who craves nothing but absolute control. Tell me, is this what you truly desire? To sacrifice your very essence in service of this demon?
Pathetic child.
Souls of the departed, if you've any humanity left within you, lend me your aid!
Oh.
Their strength is leaving me. You've ruined everything, accursed fool!
These souls are not a power one can wield, Baltro. They are human lives, human will in its purest form.
Impossible! The city's very nature has been recast. How is this happening?
That's cool.
This isn't how my tale concludes. I won't allow it. Wretched disciples, you dare turn on your master! The time has come,
Let us lift the curse of the unicorn and bring the salvation of heaven to these lost souls!
Utility? What?
All of my research lost to the endless emptiness of time.
Nice. I just got chills. It's the power of friendship. Love and friendship. I did not see the mom plot twist. Like, of all the things, I did not see that coming.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, look, a unicorn.
Your coronation is set to commence at any moment.
A word first, if I may.
But Mom's still alive.
With the much-awaited fall of Zenoiran rule, we finally attained our most coveted dream. 'Twas a vow I made to the ring itself. A promise fashioned out of steel and blood. Yet, can a champion tempered in the flames of war truly lead in times of peace?
From the day of its very inception, Your Highness, the Liberation Army has boasted a singular gift. Its ranks born nobles, sellswords and civilians alike. Disparate nations united as one under a common banner. Your banner. None could ever question the strength of such a leader.
He speaks the truth, you know.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Should you not be sound in bed right now?
And miss the day my son is crowned king?
But you're
I
still
wouldn't so much
alive.
as dream of it. Elaine, you stand before me a man full grown. One who will rule these lands with compassion and love.
She hasn't aged a day.
Just as you've done for all those who fought beside you. Be proud, my son. Not only of what you accomplished, but how you've made it so.
I will, Mother. Thank you both, from the depths of my heart. Now then, a radiant future for Cornea awaits.
Mom and Yosef are gonna go shack up in the back room. She's done ruling a kingdom. She wants to have her fun. Retire.
Year 906 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Thus, with all of Fevrith as his witness, a bold young king ascended the throne. Ere long, the scourge of Galerius and ancient Zenoira would be little more than footnotes on the pages of history. And
We
though
freed all their
scars of war
souls.
yet blighted the land, its people, awed and inspired by Cornea's noble ruler, began their arduous trek down the path to recovery. Forevermore would the chronicles of Fevrith extol the Savior Elaine's sacred journey, a legend only embellished in the generations to come. That of a divine beast and a liberator king that bore its name. The unicorn Overlord.
Name drop! The real unicorns were the friends we made along the way. That means that the unicorns were not a lie all along. They were just metaphorical.
I recognize quite a few of these VA's names. The game totally started slow for me. Which, I mean, given the type of game it is, it does make sense that it has a slow start to it. But once it picked up, man, did it pick up. Those last few battles, even before you got to the Glarus one, the last few battles were just real good. It's a simple plot, but it's done well. Oh, look, there's all our friends. Aw, Mom looks awesome. Mom's a badass. 10 out of 10 badass. Would hire anytime. What am I gonna do now? I have no idea. It's better than anything on Netflix. Nice. It definitely would have done a disservice if it had, like, taken any weird left turns to go on tirades about anything else in general. Like Golden Wise said, it's a very simple plot, but it is done very well. It is presented well, it is backed up well. Like, granted, we didn't listen to all of the rapport conversations, but the ones we did listen to, they didn't really go on any weird tangents. They stuck with what they needed to do. And I mean, the graphics, like Vanillaware just killed it with the art. After the war, Lex left rule of Cornea to Elaine and set forth to hone his mastery of the blade. Whenever he encountered former allies on his travels, he and they would spar just as they did during the prior days with the Liberation Army. Though there was great distance between him and Elaine, their bond of friendship remained strong as ever, and Lex swore to brandish his sword for his king should the need arise. With the war concluded, Chloe chose to serve Elaine as his chief lady-in-waiting rather than return home to her family in Cornea. In this role, she oversaw the domestic needs of the kingdom, though she never kept her spear far from her hand in case of crisis. At times, she could be seen reminiscing with her old friends in the Knights' Barracks, a practice which Elaine himself would join when the ideal moment presented itself. I wonder if what's said here changes depending on how high the rapport is with them. Every single rapport is solid. We did a good chunk of them, especially at the end, to get the honors. But we definitely didn't do all of them. I think that's one thing if I were to do a playthrough of this again, I would focus more on those at the beginning than I did throughout the game. Because at the very beginning of the game, I did not worry about any of the rapports. I just kind of ignored them. I
think some endings change depending on who you recruit. Interesting. After the war, Roderick was granted a post as captain of the Cornian Royal Guard, a role which saw him dedicate great attention to the growth of his soldiers and to their unshakable unity. At times, he and his mentor, Yosef, partook in intense sparring bouts, which never failed to draw onlookers to the training hall. I could never pick between Joseph or Yosef, and I know I say both throughout my entire time reading his name, but though offered the role of Chancellor due to his immense efforts in protecting the prince and shepherding the liberation to victory, Yosef's declined and instead chose to see out his days as the new king's personal blade. Ever stern leader, he worked tirelessly to train soldiers that would serve as Cornia's new guardians and ensure the kingdom would remain safe along with his eventual passing. Long after his eventual passing. And him and the queen totally hooked up in the background. Renault returned to the land he once ruled under Zenoria's magic, and though some would never forgive his cruel treatment, others came to see the sincere regret with which the earnest faced their resentment, in which he earnestly faced their resentment. His commitment towards starting anew saw him grow into a fine leader with an eye ever focused on the future, unhindered by the tragic failings which plagued his past. Good for him. Especially because he was totally dead in that one scene. I might actually have Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo download it. Declining a position with the Royal Guard, Clive returned to the province of the Ashen Blue and began work on establishing a new form of self-governance with his fellow knights. His bold philosophy, which expounded the virtues of collective rule over a single authority, soon spread throughout the province, from the knights of its order to the farmers in its fields. After the war, Adel returned to the province of the Ashen Blue and a decorated hero, beloved by fellow knights and townfolks alike. His bright demeanor saw him remain ever popular, playing with local children during the day and partaking in revelry at the province's lively taverns by night. In the end, he chose to live out his days as a beloved knight to the company of his people. They're gonna, make me cry with this. When the Liberation disbanded, Bernice set out to travel Cornia and hone her skills, hunting bandits and aiding in the reconstruction all the while. Years later, she was welcomed back to the province of Ashen Blue, where she chose to settle down and become an instructor in the military arts, thus giving rise to the mightiest army the province had ever known. Yeah, there's our drunk hammer friend. Rolf! Rolf, best boy. His role with the Liberation concluded, Rolf's reputation as a brave hunter earned him a post as a guardian of Cornia's forests. This duty saw him not only defend the land from wild beasts and poachers, but tend to the natural bounty of the region and heal the scars of battle inflicted across the woodlands. Such benevolent deeds brought him nigh endless praise from the people he served. Honestly, I would have picked to marry Rolf. If it was me, I would have married Rolf. But it was Elaine, and I had to go with what was best for Elaine. After the war, Morden abandoned his life as a mercenary and lived as a humble stonemason. While the reconstruction of Barbatimos was his first priority, he eventually turned his gaze towards the pursuit of aesthetics and the creation of ever more elaborate architectural projects. I could have, but I had to choose who was best for Elaine, not who was best for me. The stunning facade which lined the main thoroughfare of his home, thus given the name Morden Road upon his eventual passing, were beloved by all for generations to come. Upon reading off a list of his accomplishments with the liberation at his mother's graveside, Och departed on a journey of fervent magical research, never to return to his homeland again? The thesis he enumerated later in life came to be treasured as a comprehensive compendium for hopeful sorcerers who as of yet lacked the requisite background in magical arts. After the war, Jeremy quietly departed from the liberation and returned to his life as a mercenary, wherein no matter the danger he found himself in, his quick wit and years of experience always saw him to safety. Upon completing a particularly lucrative job with a few old faces from the war, he and his men drank an entire tavern dry, and were thus written the pages of mercenary legend. I guess that's one way to go down. With Cornea restored, Miriam was named Captain of the Knights of the Rose, a role which saw her dignified air and indisputable military prowess earn her the adoration of rising female knights, both within her nation's borders and abroad. With a newly placed emphasis on collective strength, the Knights of the Rose quickly grew to be one of the most coveted orders in the land. After the war, Kitra continued to serve in the Knights of the Rose, while also taking up a post guarding the people of Grand Cornea. Whenever trouble struck, she and her hammer were always quick to the scene, much to the delight of onlooking citizens. As a skilled craftswoman, she also aided in rebuilding the city and enjoyed unique popularity among local children due to her sharp wit and fiery attitude. Through her efforts in the war, Fran offered a commanding role in the Knights of the Rose. She politely declined, stating that she preferred to stand as equal rather than a superior. Retaining this status granted her the latitude to charge into battle to rescue her allies at a moment's notice, a fact which all who knew her agreed was for the best. Aww. Fran was pretty OP. Her and her Griffin were badass. They were always in my units too since I got her. As soon as I got her. Here's some people I didn't use very much. Not Melisandre, but the two in the middle. With peace returned to Cornea, Melisandre slipped past Alan's watchful advisors day after day in order to request his hand in marriage. While her wish never came to pass, the beauty and vigor of her spirit blade were the highlight of many a royal banquet, and thus stole the hearts of countless guests. Oh boy. If I had actually married her, like... I'm heckin' curious. Anybody who married her, like, I want to go look it up. If, like, she's oddly obsessive. It's kind of creepy. Here lies Melisandre. She never scored. Melisandre and Calm I didn't use really at all. I used them for like a couple battles and then they ended up getting switched out and never got switched back in. After the wars, House Millant began to reclaim its former glory, a pursuit that Calm enjoyed even more than his lady Melisandre herself. Though she had always posed him an array of challenges, the fact that Corrin's new king was the object of her affection presented an endless struggle for her faithful steward. Calm's too old for her. In light of Monica's deeds with the liberation, the noble house Norden's name was restored to its rightful place of honor and respect. Her calm demeanor, stately dedication, and moral clarity earned her the fierce support of her people and a groundswell which only grew after her grandfather's passing. While she bore great commitment towards helping her people, she never forgot to honor her vassal in the annual stargazing festival which she herself was responsible for creating. Aww. But did her and Clive finally get together? Clive was there. These were three of my favorite units, honestly. After the war, Aramis saw to it that Gilbert was crowned king and left Soldrag to support his brother in the restoration of Drakenhold, taking the guise of a mercenary, a stage actor, a sailor, and much more along the way. Alucard has many faces. In the centuries to follow, local legends throughout the nation told of a host of men named Aramis who appeared to help when the land seemed to be at its most vulnerable. He literally Alucard. He lives forever. He's a vampire. He lives in this dark cave behind him, and he fights bad guys. Clive and Monica waiting outside the back room for Mom and Yosef to... There are other places he could go. The war concluded, Hilda laid down her spear and pursued an expertise in medicine so that she might aid those who still suffered. After years of ardent study, she became an apothecary and joined Prim in caring for the sick and infirm throughout Fevrith. Furthermore, would history speak of the countless lives she and her sister saved astride her gallant, loyal wyvern. I completely forgot Hilda and Prim were siblings. Similarly, Prim's attention turned after the war towards the alien people of Fevrith and supporting Hilda's dodging pursuit of medical knowledge however she could. Her work caring for the infirm eventually led the Orthodoxy to bestow upon her the title of Honorary Angel, an acolyte which Prim could only humbly decline. No, Prim totally deserves that. She was a great healer. Something about Abin's character just doesn't fit the other characters in this area. With the war concluded, Abin donated his earnings to the people of Drakenhold's desert and took up the task of rebuilding his home. Soon enough, towns in the region grew prosperous indeed, and the lands once known for its crime and banditry began to flourish in true under Abin's benevolent leadership. After years in the desert, he acquired a ship and sailed the oceans in search of new ventures. He finally became a real Viking! Magellan set out to reunite his old band, who had scattered across Drakenhold, after which he returned to the desert and announced them a group of reformed, chivalrous thieves. Tales of their virtue spread even beyond the desert's borders, attracting a horde of young aspirants looking to join their ranks. As the band's number continued to grow, their keep became a vibrant settlement that saw steady progress under Magellan's guidance. After the Liberation disbanded, Liza joined Magellan. She did. On his journey and met an influential trader along the way, whom she impressed with her sharp tongue and keen business acumen. While she had always been skilled in the ways of trade, she was able to build a far more profitable enterprise than she ever imagined with the funds she earned during the war. She then used her wealth to bolster the desert's economy and improve the lives of all within. With the war concluded, Gilbert appointed Gloucester a ruling lord over the desert. There he worked with Aubin to better conditions for the people of the dunes and championed them from a position of authority. Hey, Soulfire, how are you? His benevolence and unshaking sense of duty earned him the adoration of his citizens, who erected a statue depicting Gloucester atop his loyal steed after his eventual passing. Gloucester assembled a school for gifted youngsters. Gloucester also has a weird face. Like, it's a very flat profile, and I kind of don't like it. It needed a little more dimension. I did Soulfire. It was tooth and nail all the way. Like, made it through by the skin of our teeth, used up all of my I'll save this to the final battle items. You know, the items that you save until that last battle in the RPG, and then you end up not using them in the RPG? Yeah, I used almost all of them. After the war, Amelia returned to Bahamut and shattered her undefeated streak atop its rankings. Yet despite her assured victory, the crowds never failed to cheer her on. Upon her eventual defeat many years later, she rejoiced to have met another warrior as fearless as she. And at Amalia's urging, the two set forth towards new horizons. But who was it? Was it Bruno or was it Gothwife? Amalia finally got Charles out of her head. Bulgaria. After the war, Bulgaria reformed the Tricorn mercenaries, and the band was offered a new role as Drakenhold's Order of Knights. However, they chose to decline, and the mercenaries traveled the world fighting for the downtrodden and less fortunate. In the years to come, history would speak of their brave endeavors, and all who lived in Fevrith would know the Tricorn name. It was Wolverine. As a central figure in the reformed Tricorn mercenaries, Bruno found himself instrumental in the band's renewed effort. Bruno is also a unit I never used. And I totally forgot he was part of that mercenary group. Ever striving to become Burgundia's equal in the battlefield, he easily gained the trust and respect of his fellow mercenaries. Though his immense strength meant skirmishes ended before others could earn even the slightest glory. Is that true, Guru? If you marry Burgundia, they tragically get divorced? I don't know about that. After the war, Travis traveled the world with his reformed Tricorn mercenaries, providing both his skill and intellect along the way. As a lover of literature and an uncommon trait among mercenaries, he always brought rare and valuable tomes to add to his expanding library whenever work led him home. Travis is the other one that I totally would have married if it was me. If it was me, it would have been a very hard choice between Travis and Rolf. If I could just squish them into one person, it would have been perfect. I actually didn't expect the game to give this much of an epilogue for this many characters. She goes off to run her own order because she's such a slay queen. After the war, Gilbert was coronated as the new king of Drakenhold and immediately made a name for himself as a Savi ruler. Long had he chased his brother's shadow, yet now he stood in light of his own, making one which filled his people with hope and joy. In years to come, history would sing his praises as a heroic king who single-handedly delivered his land from all-consuming ashes of war. I was just gonna ask, but did he end up marrying Virginia? Because she was technically betrothed to his brother. But she never met nor hung out with his brother. With the war concluded, Virginia received a proposal of marriage from the newly crowned King Gilbert, an offer she gladly accepted. As a representative of Cornea and Drakenhold both, she was beloved by both nations for the strides she made towards goodwill and unity. Over the years, her bold demeanor and skill for blade work earned her the love and adoration of countless fervent admirers. She's not technically betrothed to Aramis. She was betrothed to Ludwig. Or supposed to be betrothed to Ludwig. She was sent there to marry him, basically. But he wasn't there when she got there. Gilbert was there, and her and Gilbert hung out a lot, so I kind of figured. That's okay, Soulfire. I live off of typos. After the war, the relationship between Cornea and Drakenhold was mended at last, and Leia officially entered Virginia's services. When her lady gave birth to a royal heir some years later, Leia surprised the court by doting on the newborn prince even more than his loving parents. Aww. When the prince grew old enough to wield a sword, Leia served as his stern yet kind master. That's fucking cute. That's the first one we've really gotten a full-on, they got married and had babies. Most of them it's just like, oh yes, they had a statue. They were remembered till the end of their days. They had a great life. Another unit I loved using. The Griffin units were great. Better than the Wyvern units, if I have to say. After the war, Celeste continued her work leading the local Elheim militia, swooping down from the skies to aid a townsperson in danger or provide relief to an injured soldier. One person rescued by Celeste later started a business by which his customers could travel to the sights of Fevreth atop a noble griffin, a venture which he named after his savior. Hey Phil, you're not late. This isn't even a regular stream day for me. Oh yeah, this is a good group of this is a danger group of people. Like, you want to talk about like trouble in a group? These four. Actually, like, Chloe might actually be the one, the like level-headed one that evens the other three out. I think Chloe's the level-headed one that evens the other three out. And the other three are like full-on troublemakers. After the war, Yana brought her powerful magic to bear as Cornea's court sorceress. Toward the end of her life, she tearfully retired from the king's service and returned to her swamp to teach the rising generation of witches as their wise village elder. It's said that she maintained her youthful visage until her final days and departed this world surrounded by her steadfast disciples. After the war, Selvi continued to travel the lands pursuing her research into ancient Zenoira. With memory of the Empire's modern reign fresh in their minds, the world was eager to learn more of the deeds in days of old. And Selvi's work garnered immense interest. As deeper understanding of Zenoira's history and culture spread throughout Fevrith, further scholars built upon Selvi's findings, thus memorializing her as a pioneer in the field. With the war concluded, Riddell at last realized her dream of becoming a knight of Elheim. though some still whispered about her half-elf blood. She unflinchingly proved herself through great skill and valor, thus silencing those who discriminated against her. In a few years' time, she came to attain even greater glory than her mother before her, and stood as a proud beacon of hope for half-elves throughout every corner of Elheim.
Yana demanding to make sure to note how hot she was when she died. I mean, if she could keep that if she could keep that up through her entire life, then yeah, definitely should be noted that she was powerful enough to do that.
Returning to Elheim, Rosalind traveled the nation to support her brethren as they overcame the atrocities committed by Sonora. Even amidst her busiest moments, she always made time to visit Eltolinde and give her role as augur to the Turnos. The two spent countless hours in each other's company. After the war, Athelion continued to stand in Rosalinda's service, not only acting as her personal guard, but sharing stories of her exploits with awestruck dark elf children. It's said that he and a human woman lived out their days together in loving marriage. Ah, honestly, I was gonna hook him up with, like, Rosalinda or the sister. Long after the war's end, Raylanor continued to serve Rosalinda as captain of her personal guard. Having been separated from her lady during the invasion of Elheim, Raylanor gained a renewed sense of duty and refused to leave Rosalind's side, even when the situation didn't call for a guard's protection. However, Rosalind herself found this dedication to be quite endearing indeed. I wonder if the little girl behind him is supposed to be his daughter then. No, because she's got rounded ears. She would at least have the half-elf ears, if it was. Look at him. He's all like, I make these boots look good, ladies. Want to have a snack? The war with Sonora concluded. Eltolinda returned to Elheim to restore its charred forest and downtrodden settlements to their long-forgotten glory and pride. By the time the nation had recovered in true, elves and humans had formed a deeper bond of unity, and the divine Turnos commanded the respect and love of both races alike. After the war, Galdemir, never, just read her name. After the war, Galdemir was reinstated as Eltolinda's personal guard and served faithfully beside the divine Turnos. Though the land had entered a time of peace, she trained ever diligently with the bow. One legend speaks of a day she spotted a vile rogue at Elheim's borders and fired upon him from miles away through a cranial at Castle Lohorl, piercing him with a single arrow. Damn, girl got skills. After the war, Lingelos first aided in the reconstruction of Elheim before swearing his loyalty to Eltolinda anew, thus serving her as her second in command for all of Elheim. From that moment forth, he dedicated his life to protecting Erevelin, securing Elheim, and ensuring the peace of the Elven land would never again be disturbed by war. I didn't expect this much of this many character, lore drops. Really didn't. Maybe one lore drop per land, but not all of them. Damn. Word of the courageous human raised by Bestial spread throughout Fevrith. She's not human, she's clearly half-elf. eventually drawing the gaze of renowned historians who penned tales of her exploits in freeing Bistorius. The magnitude of her story resonated across the land, and Unife and her heroic brethren came to be idolized by children everywhere, even those who had never once met a Beastrel. At the behest of the other Beastrel bloodlines, Morad ascended the throne as the new king of Bistorius and sole surviving lion Beastrel. Having experienced life as a human and Beastrel both, he ruled without discrimination and quickly garnered loyal support from subjects of all races and bloodlines. Even after Zenoria's collapse, Ramona continued to lead the Frostblooms in aiding wounded Beastrels and restoring Bistoria to its former glory. With her vast wisdom and keen insight, she also served as counsel to the new king of Bistorius, thus dedicating her life to Beastrel prosperity and aiding their relations with the other lands of Fevret. After the war, all racism ended, and then racism ended again and again. Good, as it should be. Shit don't belong here. Aw, Kitty friend opened his hot bath sauna, whatever they're called. Natural hot springs. Though offered a role as a knight's captain by the new king of Bistorius, Govel declined and handed the post to a trusted subject, and returning home to manage his grandfather's tavern. Despite its age, the tavern thrived for years to come as a warm, welcoming establishment and treasured haven of wary Beastrels taking part in the restoration of Bistorius. Aww! With the war concluded, Bertrand lent his hammer to the restoration of Bistorius and the construction of monuments to honor those fallen in the battle. Every year, the anniversary of the war's end saw Bistorius blanketed in a bittersweet aroma of flowers left as offerings at those memorials. And he became the biggest, cuddliest bear ever. You could go nowhere without having him get cuddled by somebody because he is so fluffy and big. I would cuddle with Bertrand. You would feel so safe. At the suggestion of a dear friend, Dinah and the Snowpelts traveled throughout Bistorius to aid the ongoing reconstruction effort. Her fierce loyalty and firm leadership proved equally as useful in times of peace, and her success saw countless hopefuls aspiring to join the Snowpetals, human and Beastrel alike. In time, her distrust of humans thawed like the northern ice in the light of spring. Gotcha. I liked her as a unit, though she was not as tanky as I would have liked. She was a wee bit squishy. After the war, Nina returned home, much to the joy and relief of Mealy and her parents, having reconciled with her family since then departed once again to travel the world and aid in the ongoing reconstruction efforts. In time, tales of her exploits spread through the land, and admirers gathered in every town, in hopes of meeting the vicious knight, who never got used, except for at the very beginning of the game. Bryce reformed the Rock Rats in True, not as bandits, but as a band of mercenaries seeking to aid the post-war recovery of Fevret. His kindness, humility, and eagerness to accept tasks few would dare endure saw him grow into a respected figure among both the townsfolk and his fellow mercenaries. This is a neat way to run credits, too. It's the plague researcher. I'm glad she has friends. With the war concluded, Sharon returned to the Ronmont Church to tend to the wounded. Ronmort? Ronmort? Everywhere she and her trusted companions Oculus went, they were met with kind hearts and restored faith in the church's teaching. In time, their tale came to be immortalized in a massive stained glass window adorning the walls of their beloved Rodmort. After the war, Oculus laid down her sword in exchange for a prayer book, and thus took up residency in Rodmont Church to spread the Orthodoxy's teachings. There, her status as an angel saw her inspire fervent faith in those around her, and even without blade in hand, she forever strived to serve the encroaching roots of evil. After the war, Rhaenyra led a quiet life in humble service of her Albion Abbey. Her kind, caring nature saw many of her former allies visit the church to offer their prayers and reminisce over a warm meal. In times of leisure, she would pay visits to Scarlet, and the two quickly rekindled their years forgotten friendship. After war, Tatiana traveled the world to broaden her knowledge and advance her medical studies should the plague strike again. Though she believed that the faith alone could never heal the sick, she softened her stance upon witnessing the warmth, care, and curative magics the land's church offered their people. Upon her return to Cornea, her research was greatly funded by King Elaine, and in time it grew to form the central tenets of Febreth's medical practice. That's cool. She never lost those bags in her eyes, though. Once they start, there's just no getting rid of them. Trust me, I tried. Oh, Scarlet. Scarlet made babies with Elaine, but she still had to go back and play Pontifex. After the war, Eumeris spent her days defending the Orthodoxy as a sacred knight, pursuing her study of botany, all the while. Cool. The verdant flower garden she tended to quickly became one of Albion's most sought-after pilgrimage sites. It's said that at times she could be seen hosting Scarlet in the very garden where the two reminisce about their distant childhoods. That's where her and Elaine had their first baby. Made their first baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate this man. Yeah, because they're giving us full-on, like, lifelong lore for all the characters, like, up to their death. And, like, just little snippets like this, but up to their death. Why do I hate Jerome? Because he was a D-bag. He's, like, one of the few I wouldn't have recruited him, but he just, like... Oh, wait, no, maybe that's not who I'm thinking of. No, I think it is. No, yeah, he was the one who was a giant D-bag. At the orphanage? Look, I got a thing about you messing with kids. You mess with kids, you're just automatic D-bag. After the war, Jerome returned to Largan, and began restoring the city and its surroundings with the undying aid of his beloved citizens. Though lacking in mastery of governance, his kindness, loyalty, and occasional baked goods earned him the never-ending trust and affection of his people. Wait, is it two different people? Is that what you're telling me, Guru? You telling me this is two different... Whatever, the person who messed with the little kids. I wanted to shank him and they didn't let me. Alright? He just took up guard outside of the orphanage. No, I wanted to shank that butthole. After the war, Santio traversed Albion to aid in the reconstruction, wherein witnessing the breath of faith in the land thus altered his own beliefs. Despite Scarlet's insistence, he had long declined the pontifical mantra, But in time he relented and chose to honor the trust of those who believed in him. Thereafter, as the new pontifex, he and Nigel worked tirelessly to guide the orthodoxy down the proper path and spread its teachings to any who would listen. I wonder if this changes if you don't marry Scarlet. If you don't marry Scarlet, does Scarlet take over the orthodoxy as pontifex? I thought they'd say more about Nigel. I'm a little disappointed they didn't. But hey, we got all of that before ads. I honestly half expected us to have to like pause reading that for the ads.
Ah, lovers overlooking the sunset.
Thus, Scarlet appointed Santio the new pontifex of the Orthodoxy, and history tells that upon accepting her role as Queen of Carnia, she and her beloved Elaine traveled thither to aid in its recovery. Finn! We finished! I'm so glad we finished that game. I'm so glad that I didn't just, like, put it down and not pick it back up. You may now commence the quest Unicorn Overlord at the start of the final confrontation against Galerius. Interesting. You may now select True Zenorian difficulty? Oh dear God, no. It was that. I feel like for me that was the best ending because I do like the childhood friends to lovers trope. I do like that. But Scarlet she fit very well. So I'm kind of glad I didn't, like, absolutely fall in love with one of the characters and be like, I need this person to be married to. Because, I don't know. The Scarlet ending is very fitting. Explore Grand Cornia and the surrounding areas after Elaine's coronation. Visit the altar and Previa to return to before you perform the rite of covenant. So you can get married to somebody else. A new quest is now available at the ruins in northwestern Cornia. You will now be prompted to save your clear data. You may load this data to gain access to various new possibilities. Do you want to save your progress? Who said no at that point? $112 hours. And the world record speed run for this is currently 20 minutes? And see the other wedding events? That was good. 10 out of 10 would play it again. You know, if I had an extra 122 hours in my life to spare. Oh, 20 minutes for bad ending, an hour or so for the true ending. Hour-ish, hour plus for a true ending actually, that seems more feasible than the 20 minutes for true ending, so. I know I put the game down for like a little while before I came back to playing it, but I am very happy I came back to play it. I'm not sure what game we're gonna pick up next. I definitely have a backlog of games to play. The problem is most of them are long games, and I kind of want a short game before I pick up another long game. Oh, bloody poop. Majority of my games are frickin' RPGs, though. Because that's my preferred genre, if you guys didn't know. I do have Odin Sphere. I don't remember how long Odin Sphere is, but that's still an RPG too. What am I talking about? I have Odin Sphere on the Vita, and I could pop up the Vita TV, connect the Vita TV and play Odin Sphere, but which isn't a terrible idea. Because clearly I got vanilla wear on the brain now. But again, it's another RPG. Every game I'm looking at, like, because I have stacks of gamers by me, right? And every game I'm looking at is a freaking RPG. How much longer do I want to stream today? Is the other question. But it's a platformer. Let me see something. I think Hades, we could just play some Hades. I still technically have never beat Hades. I've never gotten the final, like, actual ending of Hades. I love that game, though. And I have Hades, too, even though it's early access. Sea of Stars is another one I'd like to play, but it's a long one, too. Monster Hunter World is what I'm looking for. I swear I have that downloaded, the demo. Why is Nox? Right there. Stories. Trial. Demo. Must not be on this card then. Is there a game I'm close to beating and just need to go back to? I won't say I'm close to beating Hades because Hades is just like that. I might be close on Immortals Phoenix Rising. And I was enjoying the hell out of that game. I don't remember why I stopped playing it. I think something else came out that I was more into. And I mean, I hate to say it this way, but this is just my Switch catalog, right? I don't think we finished Bravely Default 2. That's the demo. Why do I even still have the demo on here? I own the full game. That's weird. I don't know if we finished Bravely Default 2. That might be one I have to look at, because that might be a good option. For a game that we need to go back to finish. I mean, technically, I never did the final fight in Breath of the Wild either. If we're gonna get the nitty gritty here. What was I just saying? Freaking Layton's Mysterious Journey. Love Professor Layton. I don't even know if they make the Professor Layton games anymore, but they're such good puzzle games. Like, they're so chill. I feel like they don't get a lot of attention on Twitch, which is kind of sad, but it's understandable because it's one of those things where, like, everybody wants to try and help you, but also you don't want people to help you because you want to figure it out, but they want to help you because they see the answer and you don't. Hobb's a short game. I haven't played it myself, but Hob is a short-ish game that might be worth it. Immortals Phoenix Rising. And Bravely Default 2 are the ones that might be worth going back to, because I think I was like maybe half-ish way through them. I don't think... Did we finish Hoa? A lot of these aren't even on this, this save card. I have 2 save cards for my Switch. As you can see, a lot of these are not on here. Eternal Radiance, I never even started, but it's an RPG. You know what? I don't know if we ever finished Three Hopes. No, I think we did. Maybe not. That's another one that could be on the list to check. Let's see, what did I say? 3 hopes. Default 2. Or what was the last one? I said there were 3 of them, I said. It was like way down here though. Hobbs a short one, but we never started Hobbs. Hob. Oh, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I do have a bad habit of not finishing some games when I get like to a certain point in them. Either I'm not having fun anymore or something else gets in the way. Guff said I should try this. There's always Stardew Valley. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think for now, I'm gonna end stream there. I got some adulting and stuff that I want to do today too. I want to kind of clean and rearrange the ferret pen and the rabbit pen. So I think, in lieu of adulting, fair enough, enjoy your Monday. That was a good, it was a short stream, but it was a nice stream. And I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out for a random ass Monday stream for me. You enjoy the rest of your day as well, Coffee. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. You are all wonderful, wonderful beings. And it is lovely to have you here, whether you're lurking or chatting. Doesn't matter. It's still nice to have you here. All right. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a fantabulous week. Thank you for hanging out. This was super Nice, chill, short stream. Loved the game. Glad we finished it. You too, Soulfire. I am gonna go hang out with all these furballs. Alright? Later, guys. Thanks again.